Hello students, we will study what is the basic difference between dot product and cross product. Dot product and cross product. See, dot product means suppose you consider any two vectors a and b, then a dot b is nothing but magnitude of a into magnitude of b into cos of angle between them. In cross product, we get a cross b is equal to magnitude of a into magnitude of b into sine of angle between the two vectors into the unit vector along the direction. Unit vector along the direction of a cross b. Basically, what is a cross b? A cross b is giving you a direction. If you consider any two vectors in the plane of paper, and if you consider at this point, if I put this pen like this, then this pen is perpendicular to the entire plane of paper. Hence, a cross b will be giving you this direction. So, a cross b, suppose this is vector a and this is vector b, then if you rotate from a to b, then the resultant vector a cross b is going to be emerging like this. So, this is nothing but going to be perpendicular to vector a as well as this is perpendicular to vector b. So this is in an anti-clockwise direction rotation, we get A cross B. This is the actual explanation for cross product. So A cross B is perpendicular to A as well as A cross B perpendicular to B. So hence a unit vector which is supposed to be along the direction of A cross B n cap now can be defined as n cap is equal to a vector A cross B divided by its own magnitude A cross B. So if you consider this, we get AB sine theta into n cap divided by AB sine theta. So both will get cancelled and you can verify that it is n cap. Here also you are left out with n cap vector. In this way you are able to calculate the vector product. So cross product gives you a vector and dot product is a scalar quantity. Okay, so if you consider angle between two vectors, then it can be easily obtained as a dot b divided by magnitude of a into magnitude of b. So like this you can consider theta is equal to cos inverse of a dot b divided by ab. Like this, dot product is a scalar, it gives you a scalar number, so it is also called as scalar product. And cross product is gives you a vector, it gives you a direction, so it is a vector product. So this is the basic difference between cross product and dot product. Now there can be certain questions. You should also see that if two vectors are perpendicular, a dot b will be 0. So a perpendicular to b, then a dot b will be 0. In the definition of dot product, it is clear that two non-zero vectors a dot b can be defined as ab into cos theta. So it has to be non-zero vectors during the definition of defining the dot product of two vectors. But does it mean that if a dot b is 0, is it compulsory that either a should be 0 or b should be 0? It depends. If either of the vector is 0 or both vectors are 0, then definitely dot product is 0. But if it is given that a and b are non-zero vectors, then if you are considering a dot b is 0, then definitely we say that a is perpendicular to b. Please understand this concept. In the same way, if you consider cross product, how to incorporate dot product in cross product, the combined statements, we see that cross product A and B, it is perpendicular to the individual vectors because A cross B comes out of the plane of the paper, as we have seen in the discussion. So we can clearly say that A cross B is perpendicular to vector A and A cross B is perpendicular to vector B. Hence, we say that A cross B has a zero dot product with vector A and A cross B also has a zero dot product with vector B. So there are three vectors in the dot product, or I can say that there are three vectors which are being seen in the scalar product. So such vectors in which there are three vectors seen in the dot product or scalar product, such product is called as scalar triple product. Scalar triple product. Hence, if I want to say that a scalar triple product of A, B, C, then I will write A cross B dot C, or I can also say that A dot B cross C. Students, to your surprise, A dot B cross C is same as B dot C cross A is same as C dot A cross B. This is called as scalar triple product or a box product. It is denoted by A, B, C. Please understand this box product is nothing but scalar triple product, and it comprises of, it is nothing but a scalar product. It gives you a number, and it is nothing but, it is scalar triple product of three vectors. If in this scalar triple product any vector repeats, then we get answer as 0, as we have got it here. So this is what the basic idea behind cross product dot product. Now, what does scalar triple product represent? It represents the volume of a parallelepiped cuboid. If you consider any cuboid like this, and if you take any three coterminous edges, and if you try to represent like here, if you consider this as this particular thing, this vector as A vector, this as B vector, and this as C vector, then if you consider the volume of parallelepiped, then we can get that it is nothing but A, B, C. And it is obtained through a scalar determinant. This is obtained by determinants. You have to write components of vector A in the first row, A1, A2, A3. Then components of vector B, B1, B2, B3. Components of vector C, C1, C2, C3. And then you will get the cubic centimeter, cubic units. Cubic units. This is nothing but the volume of parallelepiped. Okay. If you divide by 1/6, then you will get volume of tetrahedron. So if you can imagine a tetrahedron, then these three vectors, and if you divided the scalar triple product of these three vectors, if you divide by 6, then you get the volume of tetrahedron. So this is how you can correlate geometrically how dot product, cross product together they come to play and find out the answer. Physical interpretation you can understand. In the next video, we'll do some problems.